Alright, we are finally back with another Fallout Friday. I have not expired, just had some issues that caused me to take a bit of time off. But the first part of the new wave of releases is out, the Gunners and Railroad Core Box, along with the bonus for this wave, which is the Grognak Mini. So we are here to unbox these and see what we've got. So, in the Gunner's box, we have, let's see, 2 privates, a conscript, a sergeant, and the commander. So the commander is this guy here. The sergeant, I believe, is one of these two. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So let's take a look. Now, they haven't released the card pack for this wave yet, but you can get all of the cards in order to play on either the app, which I can't recommend the app highly enough, or from Modifius's download page for free. The app does require you either buy the expansion or have a membership. So first up we have the Commander in T45 Armor. Let's let that focus in a sec. There we go. Bit of flashing around there. The head's not separate. Usually they are, so that's interesting. If you wanted to do a head swap with him, you'd have to cut it out. No mold lines, fortunately, just some flashing. And then for the rest of him, he has either a, let's get this to zoom in a bit better. Of course, it wants to keep locking on other stuff. Let me see. There we go. So we have a plasma rifle, short barrel, and a ripper. A bit of flashing around there, but again, no mold slippage. This is the slightly more flexible resin they've switched to. So we'll see how the rest of these have all fared. His base looks to be a crate and some plasma cells dropped on it. And then our buddy here has a 10 mil and a security baton. He's just in straps. He doesn't have any armor on him. So that could be the conscript. And it does look like it's interesting. This may be the first of the multi-parts. I know they were coming in this range. So it looks like he might have a dagger or the security baton. Or the dagger belongs to someone else completely, but I don't see that in the pictures. Okay, looks like no pieces have fallen off. Oh, and on his base is a backpack, maybe? Or a couple sandbags, a mine, and a shovel. So nice little detail on that. This one has some grating and some casing and vegetation. This one, vegetation and just some junk. This one, vegetation and casings again. So interesting. Yes, it does look like these are the first of the multi-parters. So, this person who's kneeling can have either a combat rifle or a laser rifle. Oof, a lot of flashing on that though. Let's see if I can show that off here. we go. Yep, you can see all those wee wispy bits. Some of which will come off in cleaning. The rest will just come off easily with a razor pass. This person has like basic leg and arm armor. Nothing on the chest though. And then this person has either a plasma rifle or a combat shotgun. Yep, that's a combat shotgun. And they have combat armor, chest piece, and one leg, it looks like. And then the last guy doesn't appear to have any options. No extras on any of the other pieces. So he's just a laser rifle. But if need be, I have my item pack to trade that out. Because I did get 2 boxes of these, because these are more generic guys. What you don't need is 2 boxes of the Railroad Cord box, because these are all unique characters. So the Railroad is very character driven. There will be a box of their more generic people coming out, so I'll be getting a couple of those. But for now, just the core is out, and the core. So the core has Desdemona, Drummer Boy, Dr. Carrington, Mr. Timms, Tinker Tom, and Pam. So all the characters you may be familiar with from playing with the Railroad faction in Fallout 4. The other cool thing with the gunners is they can pass as raiders as well. So there's always that. Okay, so this is Drummer Boy. He comes with a pipe rifle. Well, yeah, pipe pistol more in the kind of a down hold. Dr. Carrington as well. Just a pipe pistol. Nice lab coat though, so you do for someone who needs a science mini. Desdemona with a railway rifle. And then, let's see. So we've got the Railroad's signature icon that they use to track them down from the historical monument markers that are placed in the floor. And a bedroll possibly. Same marker on this one, and looks like a... Oh, I can say this is a very small Nuka-Cola, but it's a Nuka-Cola keyring and key. So I'll have to look at those. And then this one is just a little a bag ready to go. All right. And here we have Pam, our custom Assaultron. Even has Pam in raised lettering on her chest, so that's very cool. Basically, she's just in her usual I'm standing here, minding my own business appearance. Mr. Timms has a revolver, suit, a little patched up. So. And then Tinker Tom in all of his weird glory. Did you take his serum or not? He's got his headpiece. He's got all kinds of details on him. He works great. If you even just need a generic scavenger or tech kind of guy. And then let's see. More of the streets, Boston streets that you follow with the... In fact, this is the pathway that you follow to find them. Same here, and another of those symbols. Also oil can, some wonder glue. And more of the streets, just some holotapes as well. So I'll have to make sure to get those colored appropriately. Alright, and then the last model from this initial batch is the promo Grognak. personally, I would have preferred to have the silver shroud, but I can understand them wanting to go with Grognak. Now, the cool thing with Grognak, and I'm gonna have to watch that. His weapon, one of his weapon arms already came off, so he has a sword and an axe, a couple skulls on his base, so he can pretend to be a GW mini. But yeah, he should be fun to paint. Lots of flash to clean off, apparently, though. Alright, so I'm going to clean these, then wash them, clean the flash off, and assemble them, and we will see what they all look like. Alright, so we are back, and as you can see, we have the boxes assembled now. And since this is the first sets where the gunners have alternate weapons, we have some leftover pieces. These are great for doing any kind of conversion, update work you may want to. So first off, just looking at our commander here, you can see a very nice pose standing on top of that crate, leading forward with his ripper. I did have a bit of mold line issue, but mostly just on the inside of this left leg. That was cleaned up pretty easily. Also, I will say be careful clipping these off the peg. This arm wasn't so much of a problem. Oh, and of course it lost focus. Come on. There we go. But the right arm, the back of it, trimmed a little too close, so that's a bit flatter than it should be. Actually, just popping them off the sprue may work well for that. Alright, now our little knife guy here. As we can see with him, I went with the knife instead of the security baton. These guys use the same kind of strapping that are used on the Raiders, so there's going to be a lot of picking that out and painting that up. Also, that's where a lot of mold lines like to hide and flashing, so you just have to be careful removing that. For the first of my weapon option ones, I went with the combat rifle instead of the laser rifle. I got enough laser rifles hanging around. And since I have 2 boxes of these, I'll just put a laser rifle on the other one, so that'll work pretty well. But especially with the terrain details, I thought this would look pretty good. Also be interested in doing some funky hairstyles with these. Alright, and then so this one has the option of plasma pistol raised or a raised combat rifle, so I went with plasma rifle first. Lots of nice little details to pick out, the armor and everything. And then last we have our guy with laser rifle here. He doesn't have any other options, so he's just laser rifle and fist holding up. So yeah, there we go. Now we can see him a little bit better. Again, nice details, but lots of straps. This guy's more heavily armored. He's probably the sergeant, so. Alright, and then going into the railroad, first up here I have Desdemona, and she's got her rail rifle. The detail on the base is especially nice with that historical marker, so I'm looking forward to painting these up. Otherwise, she's got a lot of good texture in her clothes, hair folds, everything. So, and the detail on the railway rifle is also really nice. Next up we have the Doctor. Man, I wish I could just shoot this guy in the head during the game. He's a bit of a dick. I like how it looks like he's reaching for the bag on his terrain. Pipe pistol and lab coat, so we'll have a lot of fun painting him up. Drummer Boy, their little guard guy. And he's pretty basic, very settler looking with his outfit. and just a pipe pistol. Mr. Timms, who comes over from one of the other safe houses, and his pistol. The pistol is a little warped, you might be able to see, so I may try bending that. Everyone's favorite modified Assaultron, who may have caused the nuclear Armageddon, Pam. As I said, she's got Pam written on her chassis, very nice, so that'll be easy to pick out. Otherwise, a pretty standard Assaultron. But we'll be doing her, I believe she's in a black armor. And then Tinker Tom, everyone's favorite drugged up mad scientist. And he's a single pose mini, so there's no options, no separate arms to attach or anything. But the amount of detail on him, all of his tech stuff on his head, all of his accoutrements, he's got his duct tape, his toolkit, more tech stuff. So lots of stuff to pick out on him. And then finally, the bonus mini for the wave, Grognak. You can see he's all ready to slash and stab his way through. He's got his skulls on the base. Lots of flesh tones and muscle definition to pick out, so he'll be a lot of fun as well. Alright, so that's it for the unboxing of the first part of the new Commonwealth wave. I'm looking forward to the rest of the boxes coming out, and I will also begin painting these up as of next week. I'll decide which one I want to do. Of course, I'm leaning towards Chonky Power Armor Boys, because that's my fave. But as I said, I'm glad to be back. Hopefully get back onto my schedule now, and I'll talk to everyone later.